Hey everyone, it's Jake of Jake's Metal Chat. Hope you're all well, and welcome to the second preview video of the next Extreme Metal Festival that is happening here in Bristol. I mentioned it in my last preview video for Glastonbury, and I also made a festival edition video for that. I will have that in the description below so you can go and watch it if you have not watched it yet. And I mentioned in my preview video that my band played Glastonbury last year, and we are also playing this festival this year. And yeah, there's a lot to cover in this video. There are a lot of vendors to get through, but I'll only mention a few, so all the rest of them will be in the description below. So I'm going to tell you all the bands that are playing and show you half of the CDs, cassette, and vinyl that I have from those bands. So I have 13 CDs, one cassette, and one vinyl. So two vinyl are from a band here in Bristol, three CDs are from a band in Scotland, and two CDs are from a band in Wales. And the last CD with the vinyl is the headliner of this festival. So without further ado, I am going to crack on with the bands at this festival, which is Bristol Extreme Fest. And this lineup is absolutely stacked, which I will tell you all the bands in a minute. But before I crack on with this video, anyone new to the channel, welcome, and to thank all new subscribers that have subbed recently. This festival is going to be absolutely, it's going to be busy, but a fun day because you got everything from grindcore to death doom, death metal, technical death, slam, brutal death, and black metal. And I mentioned that my band's playing this with 11 other bands, and I can't bloody wait. I've been over the moon ever since this has happened. And yeah, I'm looking forward just not only playing it, but seeing all the bands again, because every band on here I have seen. And I mentioned merch, two of which I don't own anything by, but I will be picking something up on the day. So I'll show you the ones that I have, as well as telling you the times for those that are going to the festival. So the first band that will be opening up the festival on the Griffin stage, so there's two stages. That's the one outside. The one inside it is called Black City Stage. So the one opening up the stage, the outside stage, at 1:30 to 2 is Public Execution, who are intense, insane grindcore, which grindcore has to be, definitely. And of course, friends of all these guys. And I've shown this already, but I will show it again. Mullered, their 2023 release on Eggy Tapes. Nice cassette in there, which I will get out and show you. Nice yellow cassette. As well as the J-Pod and the band. And I always drop that. There we go. And yeah, just a really great release. I'll have a link to Eggy Tapes in the description below as well. Yeah, if you're getting there early before doors and really love your grindcore, definitely check out Public Execution. Definitely check out this release. I don't think they got any more copies of this themselves, and I don't know if there's any on Eggy Tapes, but definitely have a look. I am number at 19 out of 25. And yeah, just a really good release. Cannot wait to see these guys bring that intensity on stage again. Public Execution and Mullered. The next band, of course, my own band, and we are opening up the Black City stage. And of course, my band is Oscaria. We played Glastonbury last year. And of course, this festival as well as the one I just mentioned, run by End of the World Promotions, which is Vic and Jason. Can't thank them enough for getting us on this bill. And we will have copies of this EP because we did run out back in March. And of course, that is the Cult of Cthulhu. Death Doom, very old school sounding, definitely. And we are working on new stuff, so do keep an eye out on our page, both Facebook and Instagram. And I'll have a link to all of these um, links to their socials as well as the releases here of all the bands. And yeah, Death Doom. So we're bringing the Death Doom to this festival. And if you love your Death Doom, I'm guaranteeing you're going to like what we do here. And of course, what we're going to be working on this year and into next year. But definitely, if you were someone that's seen us before, but you didn't get a CD, we will have them, so do not worry there. But yeah, my band Oscoria and the Cult of Cthulhu. Right. Next band on the outside stage, so the Griffin stage. So we're on at 2 to 2:30. So from 2:30 to 3 is some technical death metal from here in Bristol. So it's us from Bristol, and then these guys, Embodiment, and they've been doing so well with releasing music, and they got a new music video out, which will be in the description below as well. And I have their two albums that they've released. So their 2015 self-titled from Embodiment, and these guys here, yeah, this album here, my favorite track, of course, is The Beast, and they also have a 8-bit remix of it, which they normally play before they kick in with the actual song itself. And of course, I've shown these in collection updates before. I'm sure I've shown that one. I know I've shown this one, which is their 2020 release, Palagenesis. Very just intense, in your face, technical death, very good stuff. And if you've not checked out these guys before, definitely check them out. Go see them live. Definitely check this album out. And of course, check out the debut as well. And yeah, just technical death metal to the absolute max. And again, this is a band that I am friends with. I've been friends with for a very long time now. And yeah, looking forward to sharing this festival with them. So Embodiment, they're self-titled, and Palagenesis. And I'll actually show the CD as well, because a bit of the artwork there. And let's show the artwork again. And I don't think there's a band picture, but I will show the booklet. And some lyrics. And I will definitely be putting this on again. Like, like just over the week. Because there's a lot of these CDs I haven't listened to in a while, so many of these albums, but some I will be listening to prior to the festival and after. And these three I will definitely be listening to again, either before or after the festival. So from Embodiment, so they finish at 3, and then these guys start at that time. All the way from Scotland is Skolatura, and friends with their vocalist and their guitarist. Definitely cannot wait to see these guys again. And absolutely brilliant stuff. So once again, Skolatura. And I have their first 3 albums because I did listen to their new album, Led to Oblivion. That led into Oblivion. But I have here their 2013 release, Torment of the Weak. Just what I remember from this album, just being absolutely brutal, just intense death metal. Definitely an album I will be listening to again. I'll actually set it aside behind me to add to my CD pile. Then their 2017 release, Self-Created Abyss. Again, brutal, intense death metal. Just Dowell's vocals, just monstrous. And the guitar playing from Owen, brilliant. The bass, the drums, just on point, like on the first album. And then Mass Failure from 2020. Again, another great release came out, yeah, 6 years ago. So yeah, 2020. Like with Palagenesis. And yeah, I every time I've seen these guys live, always, always put on a cracking show. And like with a lot of the bands, you need to experience them live, but definitely check out their records. And Sculpture is a band that you need to check out if you love your death metal and you've not checked them out. So that is Torment of the Week, Self-Created Abyss, and Mass Failure by Sculpture. And I am going to set these aside right here. And we'll be playing the others as well. So I do have quite a big list of CDs to listen to a bit later on, if I get a chance. And on to the next band. Well, before I get on to the next load of CDs, this is one of the bands I don't have anything by. So after Sculpture at 3:40 on the Black City stage, back to the Griffin stage for Visions of Disfigurement from Manchester. Some brilliant, just heavy, heavy slam. If you love your slam, you're definitely going to like these guys. Because I've seen them a total of 3 times. I know they've played Bristol at least once before. And I'm pretty sure I've seen them at a Slam Fest in Leeds when it was still there, which has now moved to Manchester. And yeah, just intense stuff. I did see them at Bloodstock 2013, I believe it was, because they won the Metal for the Masters that year. But yeah, you see them live, you know what they do. Just tons of chugs, just absolutely chuggy, piercing bass, and just blasting drums, gutturals, and just a ton of slams. So definitely check these guys out. Next CDs are from the same band. So like with Embodiment, I had 2 CDs by them. These guys here, my favorite Welsh black metal band, and for good reason, is Offness. And of course, I've shown these already. Love this album here, but I think the second one has to be my favorite from this. So, Time Held Me Grey and Dying. Brilliant, brilliant stuff from 2023. Love this album, love this band, and I've saw them with the new vocalist who is from Bristol, and yeah, does a great job. And of course, Will, being the vocals on this band, did a great job on these albums and also at live shows. Of course, do check out his band Black Pyre. But love this album. Definitely do love this album, but it is definitely the second one, Valediction, that I absolutely love the most from these guys. And it's, yeah, just atmospheric black metal to its absolute core. And it's a phenomenal album. One of my absolute favorites from last year. Hence why it was in my favorite metal releases of 2025. But definitely go and check out Offness, both on record, but more importantly, live with every other band as well. Of course, every album here, album EP will be in the description below for you to check out. So Offness with Time Held Me Grey and Dying and Valediction. Right. So from Offness, which are from 4:20 to 5. So from 5 to 5:45 is Fetal Juice, also from Manchester, like Visions of Disfigurement. But these guys are just absolutely insane, just balls to the wall death metal, but has that little bit of grind in there as well. And this album, not heard in quite a while. And it's their 2016 album, Masters of Absurdity. And don't know what else more I can say. Like I said, I haven't listened to it in a long while, but I will be listening to it again. What's the inside? Some lyrics, the artwork there. Show more there. I think there's a band picture at the no at the front, or it might be behind the CD. Who was in the band at the time? So Ben and Sam Reed are no longer in the band. Derek has now taken over vocal duties. I can't remember who's playing bass in Fetal Juice now, but they've taken over from Ben. It's a band picture of the lineup then and the CD. But yeah, I would say more. death metal grindcore. But yeah, that's why I say death metal and grindcore because it's got some grind in there as well as the death metal. But definitely a band that if you love both death metal and your grindcore, you're definitely gonna like these guys. And yeah, get a good spot for them because I think for a lot of bands outside, you're gonna have a hard time getting in because I've seen what the stage looks like with the tent, and I don't know how many people can fit in there, but and also definitely get a pit for all those bands as well. Fetal Juice and Masters of Absurdity. Right, so getting on to the last few CDs here. Of course, there's three of which I have CDs for. The last one, the second to last one, I do not have anything for. So here it is from the east of England, and you probably saw the poster. So for the last two bands I'll be talking about, they were UK exclusives. This one is a special set, and the reason for that is because they are playing nothing but this album I will be showing you. It's the Infernal Sea with their 2015 album, The Great Mortality, which is just a fantastic album. Excuse me, but just about to cough then. And just a fantastic piece of black metal and atmospheric like offness and the band after the other band that I'll be showing you because the next band after this will be a slam band. But yeah, this album here, bloody brilliant stuff. And definitely a band that, if you love your black metal, an absolute essential for black metal fans. And this album definitely is one for fans of that genre. I did have an extra copy of this, but I, of course, put it in my 800 subscribers competition, which Sean the Beast won. But yeah, definitely check this album out. Check the band out at Bristol Extreme Fest. And yeah, play nothing but this. And I cannot wait. The Infernal Sea and The Great Mortality. Right, on to the next slam band. And this is the one that Jason's in, of course, of End of the World Promotions. He's been in this band since 2015. Looked up these guys, obviously originally from Norway, but are now based in the UK, Finland, Switzerland, and Germany. Of course, been listening to these guys for a while. And of course, know their only original member left, which is their guitarist, Mats. Of course, I'm talking about Cranium. And so after the Infernal Sea, from 5:45 to 6:30, you get Cranium on the Griffin stage, so from Black City stage to Griffin stage. The album I'll be showing you, and not listened to these guys in a while. I don't think I've listened to this in a while because obviously I buy so much stuff and I'm always listening to the newer stuff that I've bought. But this is their 2018 album, Slamcosis, on uh trying to find the label now. Oh, Comatose Records. I was trying to say the name then. Yeah, Comatose Records. And if you heard them, you know what to expect. Just full on slam, full on just blasts and chunky guitars, bass, and just the lowest guttural vocals you've ever heard. And just a brilliant, brilliant band. First time I saw them was 2015 at Bristol Slam Fest. And absolutely blew me away. That was when it was both Matt's and his twin brother Martin, who sadly passed away in 2017. And his legacy will live on. I always say that they may be gone, but the legacy lives on. Of course, he was not on this album, but definitely you can definitely still feel him in the band because he's just still, you know, a big presence within the slam scene. And of course, Matt's still keeping this band going. But yeah, Cranium, absolutely brilliant slam. I don't listen to a lot of slam these days, as you know, but I will definitely be listening to these guys again. And I cannot wait to see them unleash absolute brutality at this festival. And again, if you've not listened to this band and you've been into slam for a very long time, definitely check out Cranium and check out this release, Slamcosis. Right, so the next band, these guys are also from Scotland, like Scornatura. And I saw these guys play the Griffin back in 2024. And it is the same guy behind Seoul, that's Andy Marshall, and this is his band Thuraf. I think I've said it right, but or I might be saying it wrong. He did tell me how to say it when I was asking him how to say it. But well, I hope how I said it was close enough. But this is their album 2 from 2021. I need to get the other ones. And like with Offness and the Infernal Sea, atmospheric black metal to the absolute core. Love this artwork, just full on nature, and I love bands' artwork where they incorporate nature. Some artwork in here, and more here with some with a little bit of a message over here. I'm gonna put this down just in case the CD falls out, but there's the CD. But some brilliant stuff right here. And if you love your black metal, but you like it more atmospheric instead of full on just in your face, like the band I always say, Dark Funeral, because they're definitely one of those bands. And trying to think of other bands that are just full on your face, but that's the one I always go to because they're like one of my favorite black metal bands. Yeah, but if you like more atmosphere, definitely check out, of course, Offness, the Infernal Sea, and the Thiraf. Because I saw them at the Griffin on that stage, and yeah, that the whole atmosphere just filled that room, and I know it was going to fill the whole atmosphere at the Trinity Centre, which is where this festival was happening. But Thiraf and Two, just a brilliant, brilliant piece of black metal there. Right, last two bands now. So this one, Like Visions of Disfigurement, I Have Nothing By, and I've seen these guys before, and I will be picking up something from them as well as Visions of Disfigurement. These guys are from France, and it's Benighted. So after Firaf, who end at 10 past 8, so they start at 7:20, which is when Cranium finishes. And yeah, these guys are from 10 past 8 to 9. With Benighted, they were black in death metal when they started, but now they are more on the brutal death metal side. And if you love both eras of Benighted, then you're gonna have a absolutely cracking time watching these guys. So they close the Griffin stage, and from there we get to the last band of the night, and these guys have not played Bristol in 22 years. This is their first time in 22 years, and not sure how Jason got them on the festival, but I'm glad he did because I need to see these guys again. And that is the Greek black metal legends Rotting Christ. And one of the reasons why I said to the guys, do you want to play this festival? Look who they got. And we saw it. And yeah, again to Jason and Vic, thank you for getting us on the bill. I cannot wait to share the stage with not only Benighted, Fear Cranium, the Infernal Sea, Fetal Juice, Offness, Visions of Disfigurement, Sculpture, Embodiment, and Public Execution, but Rotting Christ, and I think the other bands are feeling the same as well. That how they're on the same bill is beyond them, and I can't wait to see these guys again because the times I've seen them before always been brilliant. I think last time was I want to say Lords of the Land up in Scotland in 2019. I think that was the last time I saw them, or I might have saw them after that. But that time I saw them, that atmosphere that they have in their music, in their set, is just absolutely brilliant. Always, always brilliant. And I have two of their releases, and I do have their 1991 EP. These guys have been around since 1987 under the name Rotting Christ, but they were called Black Church from 84 to 87. But they have been going longer than every other band on this bill. And the EP that I have by them is called Passage to Arturo. And not listened to this in a while, but definitely some early Rotting Christ for you right here. Of course, you've got the back right here, as well as the CD there. Got all the songs again. I'll just show one more time. We'll get the booklet out. And lyrics here. And a picture of the band right there. And of course, that piece of art right there. And I mean, I love everything by Rotting Christ from the earlier stuff up till now because they still bring that same level of energy and atmosphere that they done from the very beginning. Because I know one of their releases, I think one of their demos was a grindcore release. So they did start out as grindcore before becoming black metal. But definitely one of the many, and I think this might go for a lot of us, one of the like greatest black metal bands ever. Definitely love this band. And the next one I'll be showing you is their debut from 1993, which I did show in my Metal Vault, but I said the first name of the album wrong. I said The Mighty Contract. It's Thy Mighty Contract, and this album is just absolutely brilliant. Love this album. Great, great black metal. And it would be cool to hear some of these songs, like The Sign of Evil Existence and what's this, Exiled Archangel and Transform All Suffering into Plagues. Those would be good songs. Those would be some cracking songs to hear live. And just just a fantastic release. Of course, they do have a booklet. I was having a look through, and lyrics on the back, and they do have band pictures here. It's like one of the most famous ones that they have right here from back in the day. So I believe now it's just the two brothers, which I need to look up their names, and I'm not going to try and pronounce them. Nope, not going to try and butcher their names, but two of them are brothers, which I think, yeah, the would be these two right here. And yeah, I cannot wait to see these guys perform live again because if you've seen Rotting Christ, you know just how brilliant their sets are. Of course, they did go on that tour with Blasphemy and Immortal. So I found footage of that, and yeah, back in the day, they did have a keyboard player. I don't think they do now, but I think they still use synths in their music. I just don't think they have a live member anymore. I think last time I saw them, they didn't. But yeah, these guys are closing the festival off, yeah, with an absolute bang. And yeah, cannot. I know I've been repeating myself, but because I'm just too damn excited, I cannot wait to see these guys live again. So we have the EP. So Rotting Christ, Path, that Passage to Arturo, and Thy Mighty Contract. I'm pretty sure I did butcher the name of that, so I do apologize. And so that was the last band. So they will be finishing off the festival, and then from there, from 11 till 1, there is an after party with DJ Vic, Sin, and Luna Studios. So you have some more entertainment at the end of the festival if you wish to stay for the after party. And There will be vendors. I will name a few now. So Battle Jackets London will be there. So go up and see him and get yourself some patches. Um, Vintage Ices, which is, of course, you get yourself some ice cream. You get on the Hoof, which is a lot. Get yourself some coffee. So you can need a little bit of a pick me up. You've got coffee, and there is one called, just to name one more here. You did see it earlier. The Bold Viking Beard Company. So you get yourself some beard oil, and I will have more in the description below. So just name one more. Grimm Prints. So that's just some of the stalls. All will be down there, so you can go and check out their websites, their pages, so you can see what will be there. To those that are coming and have your tickets, it'd be great to see you there. And if you do see me, come and say hello. It'll be nice to chat to you. And make sure you go and see the bands you want to see, because once you're in that festival, you can't leave. There's no re-entry. So make sure you bring everything. So if it's raining, bring a raincoat. If it's going to be boiling, bring some sun cream. And if you do have an empty bottle of water that you have been drinking throughout the day, they will have water points. Or if you didn't bring a water bottle, they will have some cups so you can fill up on water so you can stay hydrated, because it is going to be a long day. And what else? I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I've missed. Like I said, all the stalls will be in the description below, all the vendors. And no, I think that's it. Of course, they'll have a bar inside and outside. So if you can't get to one will probably have a short queue. And make sure you get some food from the vendors that are doing food. And that is it for this video. It's going to be one hell of a great day. To those that are going, I'll see you there. To those that are planning to go, make sure you get your tickets soon. It is going to sell out. And yeah, just can't bloody wait. It's going to be great. Just watching the bands as well as playing the festival. And I hope to those that are going to have a fun time. And it's the first one, and it's literally starting off strong with this lineup. And if you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and comment down below to let me know what bands you are looking forward to seeing at the festival. And if you enjoy my content overall, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with everything I got coming up. So more collection updates, Metal Vault episodes, and just everything I have on the channel. So hopefully some more chats soon. And of course, there will be a big collection update because I will be buying a lot from this festival. So until then, I've been Jacob Jake's Metal Chat. Keep the banner of metal well and truly high. To those that are going, again, I will see you there. Please do take care of yourselves, and I will see you all in the next one.